Are you looking for affordable office space in Marion? The professional building located at 685 Delaware Avenue is the place for you. For more information, call 740-383-6803. Office space is now available. Again, telephone number 740-383-6803.
Hey, this is Scott Spears along with you for Scott Spears Now, live at Marion Baseball for Youth Fields for the 40th anniversary season of Marion Midget Football. This year, we're producing DVDs that are $12 a copy. $2 from that 12 will go to the Marion Midget Football Fund, and $10 will go to the cost of making the DVD. You can order a copy of those DVDs by calling Martha Douce Maniaci at 38-DANCE. Again, that's 38-DANCE. So you want to do that. And who better to have with me on this week's Extra than the 30-year secretary of Marion Midget Football, Marion's First Lady of Dance. She's done it all, Martha Douce Maniaci. Martha, how are you?
I'm fine, and I started baton twirling when I was 12 years old. I just turned 12.
1943.
Yes, you're exactly right. How'd you know that?
I know when you were born, Martha.
Mother's Day of 1931, and my mother was 41, and my brother was 21.
Isn't that something?
21, 31, 41.
So you were a late-in-life baby.
I was my mommy's favorite, she said. I had a brother 21 years older than me. He was born in 1910. I had a brother 1914, and a sister and brother, twins, that were named after the Harding, Scott, Florence and Warren G. Do you know how do you say G?
Gamaliel.
Isn't that a hard word to say? That's President Warren Harding's name.
Now, can you say Gamaliel, Martha?
I say Gamalia.
Is it Gamalia?
Yes, that's what my sister said.
That works for me. Now, I want our cameraman here to zoom in on Martha because she has been a certainly figurehead in fashion over the last 70 years here in Marion. And Martha, you just recently retrieved these glasses.
Well, you found them. You came to my house the other night. I called Scott, and I said, can you come over? I'm awful sleepy and tired, and I'm on medication, Scott. It makes me dizzy.
Right.
And I was afraid to be in the house until I went to bed, so I called you. Scott came over, and he was going through a desk drawer. We were looking for some DVDs. Somebody's at the door, knocking.
Come in.
Anyway. Look who's here.
Oh, look who's here, Martha.
Do you know what? I want to tell you something. The Dolphins are my favorite team. You shouldn't have favorites, but I brought my son here, Joseph Anthony Maniaci III. I had him when I was 44. Isn't that something?
Your mother had you when you were 40, when she was 41, and you had Joey when you were 44.
He was a Dolphin. Patty Worcester's son was Corey Worcester. He was a Brown at 8. Joey was a Dolphin. My grandson, Russell Alger McBride, born September 24, 77, 2 years younger than Joey Scott. He was a Dolphin. Luann's son, Christopher Hartman, was a Dolphin. And I just found out my 2 granddaughters, Brittany and Chantress's husband, was both Dolphins. I got 5 Dolphins in my family.
And we have a Dolphin cheerleader here.
Look at her. She's in tricolor as a Dolphin. Look at her crown and her hairpiece. Can I put her on camera?
Sure, just walk right over in front of Martha.
Here, honey, come here. Look at yourself on television. See that? Look at the camera. Walk up here. Let them see your banner. Put your hands down. Her mother made this banner, Scott.
Very nice.
I'm having a pageant, you know, on Veterans Day out at Marion Center,
Right?
and I'm going to have her make my banners.
Perfect.
And
Now,
Scott's going to be the MC. What's
Now-
your name?
there we go.
What's her name? What? Kennedy. Can you take a picture of her mother? Lean down here. Now tell her what her name is and who her mother and dad are. You want to wear my boa? Here. Isn't that soft? Put it around your neck.
I think she's a little shy today, but that's okay. That's okay. We're glad to have queens of all.
Scott, we've only got 4 or 5 queens and I need 40. Oh, wow.
Well, we'll keep working on it, Mark. We have a lot of children out here, so we'll have to get to them.
Isn't the aqua, the turquoise and orange beautiful colors?
Very nice colors, Martha.
And do you know who else I like?
Who's that?
The 49ers, because that's the year I graduated from Harding High School.
1949. Well, we certainly thank the Queen for stopping by. Thank you so much.
What's mother's name? Amy Price. Amy and Kennedy. She named after President Kennedy? No. Who's she named after? Do you know who I have? I'm Martha Louise. I named my daughter Luann Louise. She named her daughter Heidi Louise. Scott, Heidi had a baby and she liked President Reagan. She called her Reagan Louise. 4 Louises. Isn't that neat, Amy? Thank you for coming up. I'll
Thank
see
you.
Next Sunday, right? Is the Dolphins winning?
Yes.
What's the score?
I don't know. I left.
They're winning. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Coming up, Amy and Kennedy. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Now, Martha, let's get that boa back on. You look beautiful with that
boy,
boa
do you
on.
know we got a lot accomplished?
What I want to do is go back to the story of these glasses. Now, see, let's zoom in because if you look really close, they have toe shoes on. Right, Martha? There we go. Look at that. You are a beautiful lady, Martha.
See my toe shoes with the diamond in it? Shot?
Look at that. Hey, that's a good shot.
That's a real diamond.
That's a real diamond.
You know my other glasses? The rhinestones? I'm going to wear them next Sunday. We can show you the glasses next Sunday. It's got the same toe shoe and a diamond in it.
Martha, 2 stories I wanted you to tell for the people who might be watching this DVD that people might not know about you. Of course, they know about your dancing and they know about midget football. Tell me about the time you ran for office, city councilwoman.
Well, I lost.
Well, that's okay. A lot of people do, but tell me about it.
My sister, who's 8 years older than I am, Grace Elizabeth, named after my father had 5 Douce boys, 766 Mount Vernon Avenue between Hain and Grand. She was named after Aunt Grace. There was 5 Douce boys my dad had. My grandparents were R.R. Douce, Ralph Richard, and Rebecca McKinstry Douce. They had 5 boys and 1 girl. Her name was Grace Elizabeth Douce. Well, when Mom and Dad had Grace, they named her Grace Elizabeth. Florence Douce was her maiden name. Her first husband was Wood, and he died in 71. She married Jim Mack, who was born April 15, 31.
Nice.
Jim Mack, and he died.
Now, but why was it you ran for office, Martha?
Well, I was telling you that she helped me campaign. We went to every single house from South Prospect Street and Bellefontaine Avenue, that's Ward 4E, clear out to the railroad track on Bell Fountain Avenue. Every house from Duluth to Columbia. That's a lot of houses, and I lost.
When election night happened and you didn't win, how did you feel?
Oh, that was the worst thing that ever happened to Martha Douce Maniaci. Isn't that the way you spell Maniaci? You know that's not Italian, that's Sicilian.
I've heard about that. But you kept on trucking, Martha. Would you ever, at 81 years old, run for office again?
Yes, I would. If when that fourth ward lady died the other day, I wanted the Republicans to put me in, but I didn't have nerve enough to go to Republican headquarters.
So you still got a political bug in you.
Oh, I listened to Channel 18 and 22 to every council meeting.
What would you do for Marion today? What could Martha Douce do?
Well, I am madly in love with the mayor. I'm a Republican, but I love that Democrat. And I see him out at the YMCA Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And do you know what he does?
What's that?
He gives me a kiss every time he sees me.
Well, Martha, you are a beautiful lady. I saw some pictures of you from your younger days not too long ago, and you are still beautiful.
Well, I think you're a wonderful person, and I love your opinion.
Martha, the other thing, besides your political career, and most people need to know this, $90,000 for leukemia research, Mike Rollins dances. How did that all come about? What was that?
Well, Michael Rollins was 8 years old, and he died at Marion General Hospital. His mother, Betty, called me and said, Martha Douce, I want to talk to you about some favor that I'd like to have you do. She said, can you help me? My son is in the hospital and he's going to die any day. And he did. I said, Betty, I'm going to have a Mike Rollins leukemia dance. I'm going to have it the same night as the Harding prom. I'm going to call Mr. Shesky. He's the head of the Harding senior class, junior senior class. I said, Mr. Shesky, can you loan me the decorations? I want to have a charity ball for Michael Rollins. He said, well, that sounds like a good idea. Can you lead my junior senior class in the Grand March? Do you know how to do the Grand March? I said, are you kidding? Joe and I do that hands down. Joe helped me. We did the Grand March for 25 years, Scott.
Beautiful.
I raised $90,000 through all the help of my dance club. I didn't do it. They helped me.
And there is a plaque at Children's Hospital in Columbus.
Second floor, it says Martha Douce Dance Club. $90,000 donation to Mike Rollins Leukemia Research Lab.
And I want to let people know, $90,000 is a lot of money in today's standards, but this is 1960s and 70s, when minimum wage was about $3. To raise $90,000, then that would be about $1 million today. I mean, it really is. It's the truth, Martha. It's absolutely the truth.
I'm so glad to know that.
Oh, Martha.
Make me cry.
No, you did it, Martha. You did it. If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't have happened. Now, want to talk a little bit here as we wrap up this interview about your husband, Joe, because the Popcorn Festival just ended. For so many years, he was JoJo the Clown. What was your favorite? Sadly, Joe has passed away for about 10 years now. We miss him a lot. But what do you miss most about Joe Maniaci?
Well, today I miss him. He was here with me when Joey was here, and he had Jeff Ruth's spot. He did all the announcing of the games, and he loved being with his son.
Does a day ever go by that you don't think about Joe?
Are you kidding? Every day I walk, I wake up, I go to bed, I think of Joe Maniaci 24 hours a day. I can't help it. I still am madly in love with that man.
And you should
and
be.
I called your TV station, your radio station, and talked to that lady.
Yes, I remember
Who
that.
did I talk to?
Jackie Hearsum.
I asked her, you told me to call and ask what Joe was doing in heaven. She said he was dancing with all the angels.
Waiting for you.
Yes.
But you're not going anywhere, Martha.
Oh, I want to be with Joe.
No, no, no. Not yet. Not yet, Martha. I need you here for more years.
I got to stay for my 26 grandchildren.
That's right. And 70 years of dance coming up. Which, by the way, I should mention the Martha Douce Dance Studio, 7 studios throughout Ohio. The original dance studio run here in Marion by a great teacher, Marilyn McBride, Martha's daughter. It's in the genes. If you ever wanted to sign up or know anything about dance, 38-DANCE, D-A-N-C-E.
383-2623, and it's now called, I read it in the newspaper that you found in the drawer where these glasses were. It says Martha's Corner, 277 Bill Fountain, 488 Girard. And I read it this morning, and I am bound to call it Marilyn's Corner.
As it should be.
And that's the magic of Marilyn and Martha, M&M Productions.
Martha, we talked about the glasses and the boas and everything. You've dressed like this most of your life. What made you want to be so flashy? I think it's great. And most people...
Because I danced with Joe. I had my sparkly glasses. I've had them, honey, for 50 years. I paid $500 for those glasses. And Joe and I did every one of the Follies productions at the Junior Service Guild had at the Palace Theater. I had to get out, and I go to Marion Catholic now, and it's air conditioned. And you do the emceeing, and I made you. I'm the Douce Queen, because the people that made my T-shirt brought me a whole bunch of T-shirts, and they said open the bottom one, Martha, first. I opened it up, red with white letters, 2-inch letters, Douce Queen. And when I got that, I thought, I know who the king's going to be, and I know who the prince is. You people.
Well, Martha, I appreciate it. 100 years from now, because you're going to be remembered, you've had such an impact on Marion and dance, midget football, Junior Service Guild, running for office, leukemia, Mike Rollins dancers. How would you like to be remembered?
Martha Douce Maniaci, owner, operator, founder, 1943, Douce, D-O-U-C-E, dance, D-A-N-C-E, D and C-E. You see why I didn't take the name of Maniaci Studio?
I see that.
Douce Dance is perfect.
And it's done well by you.
I love it.
And that's how you want to be remembered. Owner and proprietor of the Martha Douce Dance Club.
And founder.
And founder. Martha.
And I want to be a part of your new radio.
Anywhere I am, you are, Martha. You're my pal.
You're my son.
Well, I love you, Martha.
I got 2 boys and 3 girls.
Well, I want you to zoom in on Martha before we go here, because get a good look at this lady for however long it lasts.
Gave me this charm bracelet, July the 4th, 1950. All these charms are Joe's. And listen to this. I told Rusty McBride when he was 2 years old I want to be known as Grandma Whistle. But I don't want you to say whistle, I want you to go Grandma.
Well,
and they bought me this whistle and it still works. That's my finish.
Now get a look at this. Get a look at this face, because you're never going to see this, however long it lasts, you're never going to see this like again.
Here
Martha Douce Maniaci.
my glasses.
The one and only Martha Douce Maniaci, a legend without any doubt. Thanks, everybody.